afternoon, Coolest Coast. It is time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge, welcoming back to the show Lynn Christiansen from Manitowoc Public Library. And our special guest today is Philippsen with Tiny Yogi. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
So nice to see you both. So we are talking about a cool upcoming family activity night, which is family yoga. First of all, what does that mean?
Well, would you like me to speak on this? Yes?
Sure.
Okay. So perfect. So a lot of times, a typical yoga practice for adults looks like something that's kind of quiet and we're pretty still. But for kids yoga is all about movement and fun. So it instills, we play games, we do yoga poses, we practice a lot of different breathing techniques, which can help kids in so many ways. So it can help them emotionally regulate. It can help them with balance, with coordination, with confidence and creativity.
Oh, so many benefits to introducing kids to yoga, especially at a young age. How young are we talking about? Who is this for?
So this can be from kids all the way to about 11, and then bringing their parents or guardian.
Okay, so it is meant to be with a family member.
Yes.
Yes. Any child under the age of 8 must have an adult with them. Older than 8, the kids can be in the program by themselves, but parents are welcome and encouraged to come and participate as well.
Okay. So is this even if somebody doesn't have any experience, if this is their first introduction to yoga?
Absolutely. So I tailor every yoga experience to the class. So based on what kind of experience people have, but all levels are welcome. We start very slowly, and I just kind of at all times am monitoring the class to see and make sure everybody's doing well and safe and in a good space.
And you touched on some of the positive benefits for children in their lives by practicing yoga. Can you expand on that a little bit and really help parents understand, the scope of those benefits?
Sure. So a lot of times what we see, I have a child, so what we see in children is that they have a lot of trouble trying to figure out their emotions. And so if we stop and we use our breath, we can really allow ourselves to enter the present moment. And when we have those techniques and we instill them in a young age, then we can use them as we grow up and as we kind of come into more challenging things as adults.
Yeah, so valuable. And so
absolutely.
You're approaching this, introduction to kids to practice yoga from a very fun perspective, I think. Can you give us an idea of some of the games or some of the poses that you do? I have a feeling kids might not even realize they're doing like yoga, right? They're going to be having so much fun.
Absolutely. So a lot of yoga poses are named after animals to begin with. So that already gives us a really nice basis to have fun and have joy. So a lot of times with the cat-cow pose, which is instilling a lot of nice movement within the spine, I'll have them, moo and meow, and they love that. And so, entering that fun into the yoga poses. So bringing sounds with it. I like to connect with, always make a really good playlist. And so lots of fun music. Typically, I'll start every class with dancing just to kind of already say, hey, let's have fun. Let's move. Let's enjoy time spent together. And so family yoga has been such an incredible thing. I started it at Waves just about, I would say about a year ago. And it's just such a great activity for parents and kids because they both gain all of these great activities, but then they're learning things that they can use in the future to help them regulate, to help them feel better, to help them calm down at night before they go to sleep, lots of these things.
Oh, it's wonderful. So this event that we're talking about, this family activity night, is family yoga on Tuesday, May 21st, 6:30 p.m. at the Manitowoc Public Library. No registration is required, but are there some things that you want people to bring along with them to best enjoy the experience? Like, should they bring a mat or a towel or anything like that?
Yeah, if they don't have to have a formal yoga mat, a blanket, a towel, anything that we can put down on the floor in the Volkansky room. That's where the program will take place, and they should come in comfy clothes because they are going to be moving and turning and stretching and bending, and so come in comfy clothes. Other than that, I think that is the only things we're asking that you come prepared with.
Nice.
Yes.
And a good attitude. Probably no
Yes.
dangly jewelry, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
Do you usually recommend people drink water while they're practicing, or?
I would say, as with anything, just kind of trust your body and listen. And if you want to bring water, that's great. That's a nice thing about yoga is that you don't need all the stuff to just go and have a really nice practice and learn something.
Lynn, what else do you think people should know? Are there any other details?
Not really. I mean, I'm just very happy that we're getting this program off the ground. We've worked before. We've had adult yoga. We do cats on mats a couple of times during the year. We've done teen yoga programs. We had this scheduled for January, but that's when they were predicting the giant blizzard. And so we ended up canceling at that point in time. And I was thrilled that we could find a time in spring here to plug Lauren into the schedule. And I'm really hoping that we can make this do a couple of times a year, maybe even, because I think this would be a great partnership. And I think families will really enjoy the program.
Yeah, I think so too. And Lauren, if somebody discovers that they really love doing this with their child, or that their child really loves practicing yoga, Tiny Yogi, is that something that you have outside of these planned events as well?
Yes. So I do have a class that I teach at Waves. It's always the second Saturday of every month at 10:30 a.m. And that is a family yoga class. And that's $15 per child. Then I will be teaching at Take Note Music Studio. We're doing a pajama family yoga. Let me just look at the date, May 14th, 6:30 p.m. And then they can come in their pajamas, and it's more of like a relaxed class where we get ready for bedtime, but it'll still be tons of fun.
What a fun way to help kids be in touch with themselves and be in touch with their fitness. Lynn, every time you're on the show, we are so lucky because you pull magically a ukulele from somewhere and you have like a relevant song. Is that true today?
I do. It's called This Is Yoga, and it goes to the tune of Frere Jacques. It goes like this. This is yoga, this is yoga, Om sweet Om. Om, sweet Om, sitting and stretching, twisting and turning. Om, sweet Om.
Sorry.
Om, sweet Om.
Yeah, that was awesome. And Lauren, you've got a little helper there with you today.
My dog is entering the scene. Yes.
Can you introduce us to him? He looks awesome.
This is Gertrude. There we go.
Hi, Gertrude. I said him. I'm sorry.
There she is.
You are so pretty.
Yes.
What does Gertrude think when you practice yoga?
Yeah, she's typically in my face just like this. So I have to kind of gently be like, okay, let's just sit down and relax. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So viewers, you can tell this is going to be a fun event. This is going to be a relaxed event and a great activity for you and your littles to do together, a great activity to introduce your littles to, so they might even enjoy a whole lifetime of practicing yoga. Lauren, is there anything that we didn't talk about that you want people to know?
I don't think so. I hope to see you. And if you don't think it's for you, don't worry about sitting still. I know so many times people are like, oh, my kid will not sit still for that. And this is not a practice where we have to sit still. We kind of do what I pay attention to what the class is doing. And if we need to move in a different direction, I do. And so it's a very family-friendly environment where it's very accepting and you are in good hands.
I love it. All right. Yeah. No registration is required for this family activity night, Family Yoga. It'll be led by Lauren Philippsen with Tiny Yogi on Tuesday, May 21st, 6:30 p.m. at the Manitowoc Public Library. Lynn, can you sign us off one more time with your song?
Absolutely. This is yoga, this is yoga, Om sweet Om, sweet Om, sitting and stretching, twisting and turning, Om sweet Om, sweet Om.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge, joined by Lauren Philippsen of Tiny Yogi and Lynn Christiansen of Manitowoc Public Library. Thanks so much for watching, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.